Hello everyone, my name is Vanessa. The name of this channel is called Gnostic Knowledge, and what I am doing on this channel is simply reading from a book. The name of that book is called Letters and Numbers, written by Zachary K. Hubbard. You can get a copy of this book by visiting Zachary K. Hubbard's YouTube channel. He has two, Gematria Affect News or Gematria Affect Sports, and in the description of each video that he produces, he leaves a link for you to purchase the book. The book is priced at $5, the best $5 you'll ever spend, and it will come to you via email as a PDF file. So once you purchase the book, you'll get the email. Make sure you save the file to your hard drive of your computer, laptop, or whatever app you're going to be using on your phone or iPads or what have you. But make sure you save the file for access later as you're reading it. Also, Zachary K. Hubbard left the copyright off this book so that you could take it to a local bindery and have it bound into a book for your own personal library. You can print it out if you like. You can upload it to lulu.com and they will print it into a book for you and mail it back to you as well. And but it is just imperative, I believe, for every human being on this earth to know this information. It is that important. And you will not find this information in any other book that's been made available to the public that is spoon feeding you the information of what Gematria is. And what Gematria is the encoding of numbers within our letters, and we need to know that. Every word we speak has a numerical value, and the more you delve into what Gematria is, read this book, Letters and Numbers, it will become clearer and clearer with each passing page. It's just undeniable information. It's nothing for you to believe in. These are factual things. These are things that you can prove to yourself every single day. And Gematria has been used and is still being used, but it was used even before they established this country. This country was established using Gematria. So it does make one have a lot of questions about a lot of things. But at any rate, be sure to get the book and read it, and you be the judge of what you think is taking place. But I'm sure once you continue reading, you will see what is actually taking place. Zachary K. Hubbard also wrote a second book called Number Games, and you can get this book now. It is available at Amazon.com. You can go to Amazon and order this book now. And as of yesterday, it was said that it is on the bestseller list. Congratulations, Zachary K. Hubbard. And this book also is fantastic. These books are very informative, very informational, and very eye-opening and very mind-blowing. So I would just encourage every one of you, please, to get these books. Learn the information. Teach it to your children, because the next generation that are going to be growing up, hopefully they won't have to live under the same system that we've all had to live under. It's just amazing. But anyway, if you would like not to order the book through Amazon, you can visit Zachary K. Hubbard's blog page, gematriaaffectnews.blogspot.com, and the first thing you will see when you arrive there is the advertising for the book Number Games. And as you scroll down, it has the instructions on how to order the book within the United States and abroad. And be sure to read the blogs on his blog page as well. And he has another blog page where he had been blogging for over 5 years, and the name of that blog page is freetofindtruth.blogspot.com. There's a massive amount of content there for you to read and to understand more of how Gematria works, coupled with reading his books, because he is very detailed in the information that he is sharing with you in his videos, and I encourage you to watch his videos and read his blogs. But the meat and potatoes of how to understand what this information is by reading his books. And you can apply Gematria yourself, because once you understand this code, you're going to see it all around you every day. You're not going to look at the world the same anymore, when it comes to what moves the masses, when it comes to history, when it comes to sports, when it comes to movies. Because every single thing, the powers that shouldn't be, every single thing they do to us, they do let us know ahead of time before they do it. And when you learn the code, you'll see what I'm talking about. And with that said, I'm going to continue in chapter 17. And that is on page 463 of Letters and Numbers. And I am reading about the Kennedy curse. So, chapter 17, the Kennedy curse, a history of repetitive numbers. Okay. The term the Kennedy curse has its origins in an event that transpired July 18, 1969, known as the Chappaquiddick Incident, where Ted Kennedy supposedly drove his car through a guardrail on Chappaquiddick Island, Massachusetts, crashing it into the Atlantic Ocean and killing his 28-year-old passenger, Mary Jo Kopechne, known as one of the Boiler Room Girls. In the wake of the incident, Ted Kennedy pleaded guilty to leaving the scene of an accident and had his political career tarnished, causing him not to run for president in 1972 or 1976, when at the time he was considered a favorite in the Democratic Party to do so. In light of the July 18th date, July 18th, written, or it can be written 18/7, you should immediately be reminded of the JFK assassination, which happened in the 187th year of the USA's existence, November 22nd, 1963. Making matters even more interesting is the gematria of Chappaquiddick and Boiler Room Girls. Chappaquiddick equates to 187 in ALW Kabbalah. Boiler Room Girls equates to 187 ordinal in the ordinal cipher. JFK assassination, that equates to 187 in the ordinal cipher, and Mary Jo Kopechne equates to 1122 English extended. While we're at it, let us also examine the gematria of Kennedy and curse, while keeping in mind that JFK was killed on 1122 in the middle of Dealey Plaza, named after a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. As you'll see, many of the family have died in connection to the number 33, and not coincidentally. The name Kennedy equates to 33 in reduction. Curse equates to 33 in reduction. Nope, reverse reduction. Curse is 33 in reverse reduction. Family equates to 33, reverse reduction. Massachusetts equates to 33 in the reduction cipher. The word curse also factors into the 69 Chappaquiddick Incident. So the word curse equates to 69 reverse ordinal. Massachusetts equates to 69 reduction, S counted as 10. Chappaquiddick equates to 69 reduction. Mary Jo Kopechne equates to 69 in reduction. As for the term Kennedy curse, it also yields familiar numbers that point directly to the assassination of JFK in Dealey Plaza on the first day of Sagittarius plus more. So, Kennedy curse equates to 54 in reduction. Dealey Plaza equates to 54 in reduction. Kennedy curse equates to 63 reverse reduction. President Kennedy was killed in 63. Kennedy curse equates to 144 in ordinal. Sagittarius 144 in ordinal as well. Kennedy family equates to 144 in ordinal. RFK dead at 1:44 a.m. Kennedy curse equates to 46 in the septenary cipher. JFK dead at age 46. Kennedy curse equates to 46 in Chaldean. Catholic equates to 46 reverse reduction. Kennedy curse equates to 117 reverse reduction, E counted as 22, and 13 written as a word equates to 117, reverse ordinal. Let us now examine the list of incidents over the years that are considered to be in connection to the Kennedy curse. To date, 13 family members are associated. We'll begin in November of 1941, when Rosemary Kennedy received a lobotomy intended to help her behavioral problems that permanently paralyzed her from the waist down and resulted in her being institutionalized until her death, which came on a very curse-like date, January 7th, 2005. So, number 1. Rosemary or Rosemary Kennedy. Rosemary, her nickname, Rosemary Kennedy. September 13th, 1918 to January 7th, 2005. In November of 1941, on a specific date not given, Rosemary Kennedy is reported to have received a lobotomy as a potential solution to her severe mood swings and behavioral outbursts. What is interesting to note is that November has Gematria of 41, matching the year she received the operation. As you know, the number 41 is the 13th prime number, and Rosemary was the first of the 13 Kennedys to become part of the curse tradition. It is only fitting she was born on the 13th of September. Not by chance the word lobotomy has Gematria of 99 and 117, matching the Gematria of the word 13, and where Kennedy curse also equates to 117. In the end, she would die on her 117th day of being 86 years old, dying on a date with numerology of 33, fitting for the Kennedy curse. Consider the date of January 7th can be expressed as 7/1, similar to how Catholic equals 71 in ordinal, and 1/7, similar to how kill equals 17 in reduction. Lobotomy equates to 117 in ordinal, and the date 1/7/2005, you would add 1 plus 7 plus 20 plus 05, that equates to 33. Number 2. Joseph Patrick Kennedy Jr., known as Joe, J-O-E. So Joseph Patrick Joe Kennedy Jr., July 25th, 1915 to August 12th, 1944. So, Joseph Kennedy Jr. died on his 19th day of being 29 years old. As a member of the Navy, the branch of the military having reverse reduction Gematria of 19. Consider his death came a little more than 19 years before his brother would die as POTUS, an acronym also having Gematria of 19. And POTUS, what that is, President of the United States. Okay? The word curse also equates to 19 in the Chaldean cipher. Okay. As for the year he passed, 44, it was the perfect year for a military death. Please recall, military as well as kill have Gematria of 44, and his brother would die as the 44th term President of the United States. As for Joe, the story was he died on a top secret pilot mission flying over Blytheburg of East Suffolk, Suffolk, so I'm East Suffolk, in the United Kingdom, being killed in action, which is abbreviated KIA. As we decode the location, recall war has satanic Gematria of 147 and is also a number connected to Freemason and conspiracy, killing, and more. So, Blytheburg equates to 147 in ordinal, reverse ordinal. Blytheburg 147 reverse ordinal. Blytheburg equates to 33 in the Chaldean cipher. Joe equates to, and that's Joe, equates to 33 in reverse reduction. E equates to 22. E counted as 22. Plane crash equates to 33 in septenary. KIA equates to 33. ALW Kabbalah. KIA equates to 33. KFW Kabbalah as well. My first car was a Kia. 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 33. All right. Adding to the intrigue, August 12th is the 224th day of the year, where the divisors of 84, when added together, equate to 224. Recall, the Catholic Church, the Jesuit order, and Jesuit are all titles sharing Gematria of 84. The divisors of 44 also sum to 84. Even more, August 12th is the day that leaves 141 days left in the year, and 33, written as a word, 33 equates to 141, bringing us back to the Kennedy curse. For one last point, he was born on July 25th or 25/7, which would remind you JFK dying 257 days after Jacqueline Kennedy met with the Pope, and where blood sacrifice has reversed ordinal Gematria up to 57. July 25th is also the 206th day of the year, and ritual sacrifice equates to 206 in Francis Bacon Gematria. Thus, his birthday made him a ripe target. Wow. Number 3, Kathleen Agnes Cavendish, February 20th, 1920 until May 13th, 1948. We'll begin with her name Gematria, which equates to 117, the number of the curse. This was the daughter of Joseph Kennedy Sr., who had married Marquess of Harrington. Let me reread that again. We'll begin with her name Gematria, which equates to 117, the number of the curse. This was the daughter of Joseph Kennedy Sr., who had married Marquess of Hartington, heir apparent to the 10th Duke of Devonshire. Got it. Okay. Kathleen Agnes Cavendish equates to 117 in reverse reduction. Wow. She would die at age 28, a fateful age and a number connected to the word kill, on the 13th day of May in 1948. The date of her death was 83 days after her birthday, where murder equates to 83, as does plane crash, the reported cause of death and second such death in the family up to this point. Wow. It could also be stated it was her 84th day of being 28 years old, and the location of the plane crash fit, and that is St. Bauzile, Bauzile. And so it is St. Bauzile, Ardèche, France. And I will spell that for you because I'm sure I am butchering this place, this word. So St. Bauzile, the next word Ardèche, France. St. Bauzile, Ardèche, France. And that word equates to 84 in reduction. That's the name of the place. St. Bauzile, Ardèche equates to 84 in reduction. Marquess of Hartington, Hartington, and Marquess is spelled Marquess. So, Marquess of Hartington equates to 84 in the septenary cipher. Massachusetts equates to 84 in reverse reduction, home state of the Kennedys. Okay. As for her date of passing, May 13th, it can be expressed as 13/5 also connecting to her name Gematria using multiple reduction methods. So, Kathleen Agnes Cavendish equates to 135 in reduction. S counted as 10, K counted as 11, and V counted as 22. Kathleen Agnes Cavendish equates to 135, reverse reduction, H counted as 10. Consider further that May 13th is the 133rd day of the year, representing the Gematria of government, which her family is known for. On the day of her death, it was also 2 months and 23 days past her February 20th birthday, being born in 1920. So we know the 2 months and 23 days, that's representative of 223, the synagogue of Satan. Man. Number 4, Patrick Bouvier Kennedy. August 7th, 1963 to August 9th, 1963. Wow. This was the last child of JFK and his wife, dying after being alive for 39 hours. Wow. The date of the death was the 221st day of the year, corresponding with the Bavarian Illuminati. And it was also the day leaving 144 days left in the year, a number connected to time, killing, and the Kennedy family. Let us not forget that JFK would die a span of 144 days from meeting with the Pope on July 2nd, 1963, and would die on the first day of Sagittarius, having ordinal gematria of 144. As we know, Jesuit order has ordinal gematria of 144, and it reminds that religion has ordinal gematria of 89, similar to the date August 9th, when expressed as 89. Consider further, the number 89 is the 11th Fibonacci number, and JFK would die not long after in the 11th month of the year. The date of August 9th can also be written as 9/8, similar to 98, corresponding with the ordinal gematria of Prophet, Prophet, and it would be a span of 106 days later that the father would be reported killed, where prophecy has ordinal gematria of 106, same as authority. On the subject of prophecy, it also shares gematria of 666, and the date of Patrick's death was one with the numerology of 36, where the number 666 is the 36th triangular number. Even more, the names Kennedy and Patrick also share gematria of 666 as well as 33, bringing us back to curse. Finally, both the names Patrick and Kennedy have ordinal gematria of 78, similar to the date of birth, August 7th, or 7/8. So the word prophecy equates to 666 in Jewish gematria. Kennedy equates to 666 in the reverse Sumerian cipher. Patrick equates to 666 reverse Sumerian cipher. And the date 8/9/1963, that equates to 36. When you add 8 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3, that equates to 36. 666 is the 36th triangular number. Alrighty. Number 5. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, May 29, 1917 to November 22nd, 1963. We covered the death of JFK at length in the presidential assassination chapter, but something I did not focus on was the significance of the number 13 to the city of Dallas in light of the relationship with the number 13 and the Kennedy curse. Dallas equates to 13 in reduction. Dallas equates to 41 reverse reduction. 41 is the 13th prime. Dallas equates to 113 reverse ordinal. JFK equates to 13 in the septenary cipher. What I'll also add are more important details about the ritual of JFK meeting with the Pope on July 2nd, 1963, a date with numerology of 91, just like the establishment date of the Jesuits, which was September 27th, 1540. As you know, 91 is the 13th triangular number. Please also keep in mind that the word ritual has reduction gematria of 27, same as JFK, and the name Jesuit order has reverse reduction gematria of 72, both being numbers corresponding with the date of July 2nd, written 27 or 7/2. Okay? Yeah, so that day could be July 2nd could be written as 27 or 72. So the date 7/2/1963, you would add 7 plus 2 plus 19 plus 63. That equates to 91. And the date 9/27/1540, you would add 9 plus 27 plus 15 plus 40. That equates to 91. Wow. Number 6. Edward Moore, Ted Kennedy. So Edward Moore, his nickname is Ted. Edward Moore, Ted Kennedy, February 22nd, 1932 to August 25th, 2009. On June 19th, 1964, 118 days after Ted Kennedy's 32nd birthday, or on his 119th day of being 32 years old, he flirted with death when his plane crashed while traveling from Washington, D.C. back to his home state of Massachusetts. As you know, the word death has gematria of 118, and so does Dallas, Texas, where his brother had died a span of 211 days earlier, what is the 47th prime number. Even more, RFK would eventually die on the 118th meridian west in Los Angeles. As for 47, consider Ted was flying back from Washington, D.C., the land of 47, as you have learned, and where the word president has reduction gematria of 47. The next tragedy in Ted's own life would be the Chappaquiddick Incident of July 18, 1969, which is something I advise you to read more about. It is obvious the story is bogus and is full of details that make absolutely no sense. It's the kind of programming the long-nosed tyrants have fed the masses for decades, intended to confuse and baffle, which they do for the low-functioning goyim, as they're known to the long noses, and not without reason. Okay, I'm gonna reread that so I have it in context, and so man, I'm gonna just read this paragraph over. The next tragedy in Ted's own life would be the Chappaquiddick Incident on July 18, 1969, which is something I advise you to read more about. It is obvious the story is bogus and full of details that make absolutely no sense. It's the kind of programming the long-nosed tyrants have fed the masses for decades, intended to confuse and baffle, which they do for the low-functioning goyim, as they're known to the long noses. So the goyim, more derogatory word for Gentile. But anyway, the long-functioning goyim, as they are known to the long noses, and not without reason. I'd hate to agree, but most people won't get this information, so they can continue to be a sheep. These days will be over soon, though, truth seeker. Absolutely, I sure can't wait. The minds of those who are known as goy are about to have a serious upgrade with the unleashing of this knowledge, something several hundred years past due. Ted Kennedy would eventually die at age 77, another number familiar to Washington, D.C., located on the 77th meridian, and the number representing theater, as well as Zionism and Judaism. The reported cause of his death on August 25th, 2009 was brain cancer, where both brain and cancer equate to 44, the kill number. The word cancer also has reverse ordinal gematria of 118. Think about it, America. Do you think it is any accident the number one killer in the nation that they just can't find a cure for has these numbers coded on it? If you're awake, it should be a sign that it is all by design, which is why you have been duped into eating a toxic diet for your entire life. As for the date Ted passed, it was one with a numerology of 33, bringing us back to the Kennedy curse. All you need to do is add 8 plus 25. It equates to 33. Let us close on Ted by examining the fateful name gematria he possessed. You'll notice his full name equated to 91 in reduction, the 13th triangular number. So, Edward Moore Kennedy equates to 91 in reduction. Ted Kennedy equates to 44 in reduction. Kill equates to 44 in ordinal. Ted Kennedy equates to 53 reduction. K equals 11. He was born on the 53rd day of the year. Ted Kennedy also equates to 46 reverse reduction. Catholic equals 46 in reverse reduction. Ted Kennedy served as a senator for 46 years, just shy of 47. And I want to reread that, what Zach has in italics here about cancer, when he says, think about it, America. Do you think it is any accident the number one killer in the nation that they just can't find a cure for has these numbers coded on it? And he's talking about cancer. If you're awake, it should be a sign that it is all by design, which is why you have been duped into eating a toxic diet for your entire life. And he's absolutely right. Alrighty, moving on. Number 7, Robert Francis Bobby Kennedy, November 20th, 1925 to June 6th, 1968. Alrighty. A little after midnight on June 5th, 1968, after winning the California primary for president with 46% of the vote, Robert Kennedy would be assassinated by Sirhan, dying in surgery early the next day, June 6 or 6/6 at 1:44 a.m. Assassinated equates to 144 LCH Kabbalah cipher. Let us now decode the gematria of Robert Kennedy and the assassin Sirhan. So, Robert equates to 33 in reduction. Kennedy equates to 33 reduction. 33 plus 33 equates to 66. Sirhan equates to 33 in reduction. Sirhan equates to 33 in reduction. 33 plus 33, of course, is 66. The word curse equates to 66 in ordinal. 2211 is the 66th triangular number. 2211, which is November 22nd. Thus, both the names Robert Kennedy and Sirhan sum to 66 in reduction gematria, corresponding perfectly with the date of death, June 6 or 6/6. An important note worth mentioning: if you make S worth 10 in the reduction method, Sirhan equates to 84, another familiar number in connection to the Jesuit gang of killers. As for the date of the assassination, June 5th, 1968, it was one with numerology of 79 connecting to murder, and it is also the 156th day of the year in leap years. So the date 6/5/68, you would add 6 plus 5 plus 68. That equates to 79. Murder equates to 79 in reduction. The synagogue of Satan equates to 79 in reduction as well. Robert Kennedy equates to 156 in the ordinal cipher. Because 1968 was a leap year, the shooting was technically on the 157th day of the year, which is the 37th prime, corresponding with the gematria of shooting. Consider further. The date of June 5th can be expressed as 5/6, similar to 56, corresponding with the gematria of president, as well as Washington, D.C., where in this case, Robert Kennedy was running for president of the United States at the time of his death, an office that also proved fateful for his brother. Regarding JFK's fateful demise, let us now examine the initials RFK in light of his brother dying as the 35th president at age 46, where both numbers correspond with the gematria of Catholics. So, RFK equates to 46, reverse ordinal. RFK equates to 35 in ordinal as well. So, RFK equates to 46 reversed ordinal, in case I didn't say that correctly. But anyway, adding to the familiar riddles was the location he died. LA, connecting to 13, because LA equals 13 in the ordinal cipher. LA equates to 41 in the reverse ordinal cipher. Further adding to the coding of 13 was the building he was shot in, the Ambassador Hotel, which also has a direct parallel to the Kennedy curse. As a reminder, 13 has gematria of 99 and 117, and Kennedy curse has gematria of 17. So, Ambassador Hotel equates to 117, reverse reduction, H counted as 10, E counted as 22. Ambassador Hotel equates to 99, reverse reduction, H counted as 10. There's also considerable overlap with Ambassador Hotel and Dealey Plaza, where JFK was reported assassinated. As we decode, remember that Dealey Plaza is named after a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason, and in light of Freemason, which has gematria of 158, RFK died on the 158th day of 1968, the year of the CIA, which had been in operation since 1947, thanks to the 33rd President Truman. Wow. Ambassador Hotel equates to 54 in reduction. Ambassador Hotel equates to 108. Reverse reduction, E counted as 22. Dealey Plaza equates to 54 reverse reduction. Dealey Plaza equates to 108 in ordinal. Dealey Plaza also equates to 1017 Jewish gematria. Dealey Plaza equates to 99 reverse reduction, P counted as 11, E counted as 22. Kennedy family equates to 99 reverse reduction, E counted as 22. For one last parallel to his brother, RFK would die 199 days after his 42nd birthday, where 199 is the 46th prime number. Of course, the number 42 symbolizes the G gang. The G gang. Of course, the number 42 symbolizes the G gang. Okay, number 8. Joseph Patrick Joe Kennedy the second, okay? I know I'm messing that up, but just bear with me here. So number 8 is Joseph Patrick Joe Kennedy the second, born September 24th, 1952. Okay, so let's keep it moving. On August 13th, 1973, Joseph Kennedy II was driving in Nantucket, Massachusetts with his girlfriend, Pam Kelly, when he was involved in a high-speed accident that left his girlfriend permanently paralyzed. This came precisely 42 days before his 21st birthday. Interestingly, if you write out 21 as a word, it has reduction gematria of 42. As we know, DC has Sumerian gematria of 42, and that is where powerful members of his family were residing at the time, the headquarters of the federal government and the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Consider further, the date can be expressed as 13/8, 13/8, similar to the number 138, where federal has reversed ordinal gematria of 138. And even more, it was a date with numerology of 113, corresponding with the ordinal gematria of Scottish. Let us examine the location of the crash to see how it further connects to the family curse. As we decode, recall, 137 is the 33rd prime and is also a very big number in Washington, D.C., having gematria of 137, same as government and authority. Let us also not forget that Massachusetts has a reduction value of 33. And so Nantucket, Massachusetts equates to 137, reverse reduction. As for the name of the person left with permanent injuries, her name gematria was Fateful. And isn't it funny how those Kennedy boys hurt the ladies with the car wrecks, but not so much themselves? Absolutely. How does that? Yeah. So, Pam Kelly, Kelley. Pam Kelly, her name equates to 44, reverse reduction, the Kiel number. Pam Kelly equates to 93, LCH Kabbalah, and Massachusetts equates to 93, reverse reduction, H counted as 10. Alrighty. Number 9, David Anthony Kennedy. June 15, 1955, until April 25th, 1984. Reportedly, David Anthony Kennedy overdosed on cocaine on a very curse-like date in the year 1984, emphasis on 84. Before we decode the date, notice he died at age 28, where the number connects to kill, and he died on the 115th day of the year, where the word killing, as well as Masonic, has gematria of 115. Keep in mind, JFK also died on a date numerology with 115, along with many more. So the date 4/25/1984, you would add 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 4. That equates to 33. Curse equates to 33 in reverse reduction. Kennedy equates to 33 in reduction. It was also a ripe date for an overdose, a word having gematria of 113 as well as 41, where 41 is the 13th prime. Overdose equates to 113 reverse ordinal. And the date 4/25/84, when added together, 4 plus 25 plus 84, that equates to 113. His full name and the word cocaine also connect back to 13. So David Anthony Kennedy equates to 91, reverse reduction. Cocaine equates to 99, Frank Baconis, only with capital C. So I wonder, did he meant 99 there or 91? So let me, and he might be just correct, but for my own understanding and to make sure it's clear for you guys, I want to write that in. So let me see. Cocaine, COCAINE, cocaine. Let me use all ciphers. And that is in what? Frank Baconis. Yes. Yeah, that is 99. So let me do David Anthony Kennedy. D-A-V-I-D. Okay, and that was in reverse reduction. Let me do base ciphers. Just bear with me here. Nope, he was absolutely right. He's known what it is 91, reverse reduction. So, moving right along. The location, Palm Beach, Florida, also brings us back to 13. Let us not forget, Florida has reduction gematria of 38, connecting to death, murder, and killing. So, Palm Beach, Florida equates to 99, reverse reduction, H equals 10. H counted as 10. So, cocaine, 99. All right. Palm Beach, Florida equates to 117. There's that number again, 117. Reverse reduction. P counted as 11. H counted as 22. Palm Beach, Florida equates to 58 in Chaldean. Cocaine equates to 58. Reverse reduction. E counted as 22. Also worth mentioning, he died 61 days before his birthday, the number symbolizing time and reminding of the year JFK came to be President of the United States. Wow. Number 10, William Kennedy Smith, born September 4th, 1960. Okay, on April 1st, the 91st day of the year, in the year 1991, emphasis on 91, William Kennedy Smith, a name summing to 91 in reduction gematria, and the grandson of Joseph Kennedy Sr., was arrested for rape in the same Palm Beach, Florida location his family member had overdosed more than 7 years earlier. Let us not forget that the number 13 is the seventh Fibonacci number, or that the long noses are well populated in Florida for the time being. This ordeal took place 156 days before his 31st birthday, where 33, written as a word, 33, has gematria of 156, bringing us back to Kennedy and Curse. Wow. Number 11, Michael Lemone Kennedy, and I am going to spell his middle name. L-E, then capital M-O-Y-N-E. So, Michael Lemone Kennedy. And that's a name. Here we go. Michael Lemone Kennedy. February 27, 1958. December 31st, 1997. Again, fate would strike the Kennedy family by the number 33. Notice, this was the perfect date for a skiing accident as it was reported. So the date was 12/31st, 1997. And when added together, that when you add it as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 7, that equates to 33. The word Michael equates to 33 in reduction. And the word skiing equates to 33 in reduction. It was only fitting that Michael had a February 27th birthday in 1958, reminding us of pi, cycles and circles, and how history repeats itself by the code of Freemasonry, where ancient accepted Scottish rite of Freemasonry sums to 227 in reverse reduction. As for him dying in the year 97, his full name in gematria equated to 97, a number that also represents the reverse ordinal gematria of death. Let us examine. So, Michael Lemone Kennedy equated to 97 reverse reduction. His name also yielded another very familiar number, his name also yielded other very familiar numbers, including 187 and 322. So his name, Michael Lemone Kennedy, equated to 187, reverse reduction, E equates to 22. Michael Lemone Kennedy equates to 322 in the Francis Bacon cipher. He died 307 days after his 39th birthday, where 307 is the 63rd prime, reminding of the year of JFK's death. He also died 58 days before his 40th birthday, or a span of 59. In this case, the cause of death was a skiing accident in Aspen, Colorado, the 38th state, having reduction gematria of 38, the number of death. So, Kennedy family equates to 63 in reduction. Kennedy family equates to 63 in reverse reduction. Kennedy family equates to 38 in the septenary cipher. Let us examine the gematria of ski and skiing in light of him dying at 39 years old, and in light of the history of the Kennedy curse and the numbers 69 and 144 for the Kennedy family. So, the word ski equates to 39 in ordinal. Skiing equates to 39 reverse reduction. Skiing equates to 69 in ordinal. Curse equates to 69 in reverse ordinal. And the word ski equates to 144 satanic gematria, and Kennedy curse equates to 144 in ordinal. Number 12, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., November 25th, 1960 to July 16th, 1999. First off, his death came in a plane crash, having gematria of 33 in the year 99 on a date with numerology of 141, bringing us back to the Kennedy curse and 13. Even more, he died 233 days after his 38th birthday, where 233 is the 13th Fibonacci number, following the 12th 144. He also died 132 days before his 39th birthday, a relevant number to the United States of America and White House, which has 132 rooms. You could say he died 133 days before his 39th birthday, where government and White House have gematria of 133. Here we are talking about the son of JFK. His name gematria in both reduction methods also fit the picture, summing to 117. So John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. equates to 117 in reduction. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. equates to 117 reverse reduction. Notice further in the Kabbalah ciphers, his name summed to 307, the 63rd prime, further connecting to Kennedy family, as well as the year his father died in 63. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. equates to 307 ALW Kabbalah. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. equates to 307 KFW Kabbalah. His nickname was JFK Jr., reminding that his father was the 35th president, the first to be Catholic, and still the only to date. It also reminds of JFK's driver Greer. So, JFK Jr. equates to 35, reverse reduction. Catholic equates to 35 in reduction. The plane crash that ended his life had reportedly departed from Fairfield, New Jersey, and failed to make it to its destination, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. So, Fairfield, New Jersey equates to 103. reverse reduction, you ignore the 0, so that would be 13. Fairfield equates to 33 in Chaldean. Plane crash equates to 33 in septenary. New Jersey equates to 119 reverse ordinal. Martha's Vineyard equates to 119. Reverse reduction, E counted as 22. He would die on the day, leaving 168 days left in the year, corresponding with the ordinal Gematria of Massachusetts, where the Kennedy family calls home. Massachusetts equates to 168 in the ordinal cipher. Wow. Number 13. Cara and Kennedy Allen, or maybe Cara and Kennedy Allen, and I'm going to spell her name. Kara Annenny Kennedy Allen. Cara and Kennedy Allen, February 27, 1960 to September 16, 2011. Whew. On September 16th, or 16/9, a lot like 169, which has a square root of 13. Cara Kennedy would drop dead of a heart attack at age 51. She was the 13th member of the family to be struck by the curse, and her name Gematria of 187 tells the rest of the story. So, Cara and Kennedy Allen equates to 187 in ordinal cipher. Curse equates to 51. Reverse reduction, E counted as 22. Conspiracy equates to 51 in reduction. Federal equates to 51 in ordinal. May 16th, 2012. 5 plus 16 plus 12 equates to 33. Date: Mary Richardson Kennedy would commit suicide. JFK Jr.'s ex. Wow. What? I don't even remember that. So that was the end of chapter 17, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you'll give the video a like and a share so someone else can find this information, and I hope that you will get for yourself the book Letters and Numbers, written by Zachary K. Hubbard. With that said, you guys have a good evening, and I will be back shortly with chapter 18, The Purposeful Race Wars. Chapter 18 is called How the Media Programs the Purposeful Race War, and this should be an awesome chapter, and I will try to get through this chapter as quickly as possible, hopefully within a few settings as opposed to 8 readings. But anyway, you guys have a good evening, and I will be back soon. Thank you, and goodbye.